Hello, this is Damien, and I'm going to take you through some quick tutorials on how to play War in the Pacific Admiral's Edition, available from Matrix Games. What I'm going to do today is quickly show you how to set up a task force. So let's go to Rabaul and click on the anchor icon, and we can see a list of our ships available. What I'm going to do is click on Form New Task Force, and you notice up the top here we have automatic ship selection. I don't usually use this, but just to show you what it does, I'll click on it, and I can pick any of these different types of task forces available, and then click Done. And what it does is it automatically makes a surface combat task force. I'm going to disband that, because what I want to do is to make one on my own. So I'll hit Form New Task Force, and we're going to hit Surface Combat again, Done, and proceed to the ship selection screen. I can change this to computer control. I can set retirement allowed or not. I can auto select commander, which I prefer not to. And at the moment my routing control is on normal. So I'll click Done. I'm going to pick a couple of these, and maybe APB. Okay, so at the moment I've got 5 ships. Okay, you can see the maximum speed and the number in hexes, and how large the task force is. This is important for docking. If I want to remove ships, I just click back on them, and they go back into the transfer screen. I can also use the mouse over to give me a little bit more information about what I'm doing, and I then click Done. Okay, let's continue with the task force that I was looking at before, and now set some destinations. So at the moment you can see that this ship is not going to move anywhere because the home port and the destination are the same, and we are in fact at that destination and home port. So if I click the task force routing button, I can set a patrol zone, I can meet the task force, or I can follow a task force, but I can't make a waypoint because I haven't actually set the destination yet. So let's just do waypoints first, and then we'll come and do set a patrol zone in a moment. So let's go back, and our set task force destination can either be another base, and what you'll notice is the game gives you the pathing, or I can set it to an actual ocean hex. And as you can see at the moment, the game has given a default path. If you change the routing control or the threat tolerance, this can change depending on whether any threats are perceived in this area. At the moment there are none, so it's just going straight basically to the destination. But if I wanted to, I can change this route by going past Shortlands, and let's say that we don't want to go through there, but we want to go this way. So there we go. We have a path with 2 waypoints set. I can return on the same route, and if I go back, we'll see that retirement is allowed at the moment, so it will come to this point and then return back again. If I click on remain on station, it will get to this point and stay there until you change it. You can see that our mission speed can either be cruise, full speed, which will basically suck up all of our fuel. Come back to mission speed again. We get a full refuel when we come back to Rabaul, and there's no auto disband. If I click auto disband, once it gets back to its home port, this task force will disband into the port. I can also change the task force name to whatever I like. It shows me float planes available and the commander. If I want to change the commander, I have to use political points, but we'll talk about those types of things later. Okay, we also have a maximum react range here. So if these float planes or if other float planes or search from Tulagi find something and it's within a react range, it will try to find that task force and engage it. Alright, let's come back here again. Let's change this from surface combat to a bombardment mission. There's a lot of things that can go on here. Actually, why am I doing that? I wanted to show. Okay, so now instead of going to a waypoint, let's clear these waypoints. And what we want to do is we want to make a patrol zone instead. So I've had to change my destination back to Rabaul, and what I'm going to do is set a patrol zone. So what I do is I click on the patrol zone icon, and it tells me how long I can linger for. Come down here. So what this task force will do is it will come to the first boundary and then head down to the second boundary and keep on coming back and forth until there's not enough fuel left, and it will then retire to Rabaul. Okay, next let's move on to the last component of movement. This is not an advanced topic obviously, but as you can see, I'm back to my original task force and I've set the destination. It's going to remain on station, so it will stop here. What I want to do though is I want to have a new task force. Just the destroyer will be enough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to either, if I click Meet Task Force, and then I click on Task Force 1, what it shows me is where it will actually try to meet, and what it will do is I can either tell it to follow, or to merge, or to refuel. In this instance I want to merge, but if I want to follow, I just click follow, and then I can set how many distance hex I want it to follow by. Then I can also set the routing and threat tolerance as well. So you're probably wondering why there's a Meet Task Force button and a Follow Task Force button, because this one here seems to do pretty much everything that you would expect from Follow Task Force. If I click Follow Task Force and click on the Task Force 1 again, you can see that there's slightly different orders that you can give. You can give it a trail by, and then at the destination you can give it a standoff hex as well if you wish to. So that actually gives you a little bit more flexibility sometimes. Obviously in further tutorials I'll go into a little bit more advanced topics. We'll talk more about movement and bombardment and the different type of task force composition, like fast task force, and then obviously we have to go on to carrier operations as well. Okay, so that concludes this YouTube. Thank you.